Welcome back. This is part 3 of my vlog. I don't know how many parts it's gonna be, but if you're continuing to watch, it's been an emotional ride already for me. I'm trying to keep the videos short, but I left with the fact that I went in and I made an appointment to have a second abortion. And I'm gonna tell you what happened when I left the building. So I was further along than the one that I aborted, I was 12 weeks when I aborted the baby, which was not just a blob of flesh. Anyways, I'll continue on and tell you why I came to that conclusion. So the girl threw a pamphlet in my window on the way in. And I got into my car thinking that I was opening a booklet that had coupons and stuff like that. But when I opened it, it was a 12-week-old baby. A baby. Not a blob. Not a hunk of flesh. And it was in pieces. And then the realization hit me that my 12-week-old baby was not a hunk of flesh, that I had murdered a human. And I noticed it had toes and hands and a head. And a face forming. Skin. This is really hard, guys. And that realization hit me so hard. I called my husband at the time and I said, I'm not doing it. I'm not killing another one. And then he was like, he didn't understand, and I don't blame him. It's like, we can't afford to take care of another child. I'm like, I don't care. I won't murder another one. And he was upset, but it was my choice. That's the kind of choice we should be making on our bodies, women, is to not become the reason for the murder of an innocent body that's in us. It is our choice. It is a heavy, heavy weight when you've been raped, when you've been controlled, when humans have treated you wrong, when you have felt lost and hopeless. I know what that feels like. But that day I decided I am not going to kill another one. And so, my beautiful baby boy, Jason, was born. God intervened. That day, it was pro-life sitting at that door. That little girl, that teenage girl throwing that pamphlet in my window, sent by God to save my son. And even after all this, I'm still an atheist. I still haven't accepted Jesus. But I was so grateful. And the truth about my 12-week-old baby that I aborted, that was torn to pieces, hit me. And I decided that day, I don't care how much pressure somebody puts on me, I will never go with the norm. I will never move with other people's influence. And I have stuck to that. I'm very stubborn, especially if it goes against the word. So, years pass, and I'm gonna share this part. In 2008, I accepted Jesus. And my abortion, I hadn't thought about, because I felt like I almost redeemed myself by not doing the second one. But the truth is, there was still a wound. And the Lord saw it. So, this part gets interesting. On a Sunday, go to church, I walked in the door, and my whole body started to tremble. Like, my whole body was trembling. I thought maybe I was getting sick, but it wasn't that. And I started to heat up. And then I sat down and I started weeping and weeping and weeping, and I couldn't stop crying. And people were trying to comfort me, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I just feel like this heaviness in this place. And an elderly man, the one that was giving the message that day, walked to the front. And he said, today, we're going to talk about something that isn't going to be easy. Today, we are going to talk about abortion. And I lost it. See, I had moved on with my life, and I thought that I did everything right. But the truth was, I hadn't repented. And I didn't realize that it is what it is. It was murder, and I forgot. And I just needed to repent. And the Lord went out of his way. I really felt like he went out of his way to comfort me and to give me an opportunity to apologize. Basically, repent means apologizing, owning up to what. And I at the first time, I called it what it was. It was murder. Because he formed us in our womb. He knew us before we were formed in the womb, as it says in Jeremiah 1:5. So I repented that day. But that wasn't the end of it, because then it brought back old emotions and old feelings of what I did. And I was on this journey that the Lord was bringing me on, because he loved me enough not to leave me with that wound. He saw that wound that was still in me that I had buried, I guess. But I have to share what happened, and after that. And so on my next vlog, because I'm not going to have enough time to share it, I'm going to end this video a little early. I will tell you, and this may be a lot for some of you guys that don't have your own relationship with Jesus. I'm just sharing my story. I'm not trying to weird you out or anything, but if it's weirding you out, then that's fine. You don't have to watch these videos. But I'm going to say it how it happened for me. So on my next video, I will tell you what happened and how the Lord went even further to heal me. So I will see you on the next vlog.